Hello! Just a small race report for my last race with my Xray XB4. At the moment I'm preparing it for the next race, which is coming very soon, but I still want to update you for my racing event, which I had some days ago. It was at the RCRT Duisburg, and it was the racing series NRW Offroad Cup. The system is not Heart of America. The system is that we had two groups for four-wheel drive buggy, and both groups race for themselves, and for all 6 runs the group stays the same, but every race, so race number 1, race number 2 and so on, the two groups are counted together. So when I became third in my group, I was overall maybe 7th, because there were some other faster guys in the other group. But first I want to show you my results from my group. It was the second group, and I had to start from place 10, because it's the starting place for the first race is according to the standings in the championship. So I was the last one in my group, but the first race was quite good. It was on Saturday and not every driver was already there, so we were 6 people, and I became third. My best lap was 41.235, and the overall time was 8 laps with 6 minutes 19.7. So for the next day, the main race day on Sunday, we had 5 runs, and I could improve from 1 to 1. So the first one, the second one overall, I became once again third with a best time of 41.998 and an overall time of 6 minutes 25.1. So it was a little bit worse than the day before. The third race, I became fourth. It was not a very good one. The best time was 42.6, and I reached once again 8 laps with 6 minutes 28.0. Then it became better with the fourth one. I became once again third, and I had a best time of 41.9 with 8 laps and an overtime of 6 minutes 14.15. Once again I was third. At least I became only one time fourth. So I had a best time of 41.0 and 8 laps with 6 minutes 13.7. And it's the last one where my tires at least look like this. So they are quite worn out, especially the front tires, but here also the rear wheel. It was my best one. I had a best lap of 40.57, which was the best lap over the day from myself, and I reached 8 laps with 6 minutes 12.3. So because the other group was quite strong, I reached an overall place of 7th. There were 21 racers overall, so I'm very content with my 7th place, and especially because it was not my favorite surface. It was from the beginning quite slippery, but then it became better and better, and there was a kind like blue groove on it, and the track was new for me. They created this track new for this year. The track was very interesting and I liked it really. The old track I didn't like so much because it was too much for me. It was too difficult. You could not see in every curve perfectly, and there were so many curves. But now they made a very nice track with not many jumps, but with long straights and interesting curve combinations on this difficult clay surface, on the dusty clay surface. But it was a pleasure to drive with my Xray XB4. It still it jumps a little bit much with the rear end. It looks not so flatted to the ground, but it was quite easy to drive. And after I learned the track, I pushed more and more with the throttle, so I became faster and faster, and I got more familiar with the track and with my car. And I made a quite standard setup for my car with light diff and light damper oils. The diffs were 4 and 5000, rear 3000, and the dampers were quite soft with 27.5 and standard 2-hole in the front and 2-hole in the rear with 32.5, which is heavier than front, but the holes are self-made and quite big. I think it's around 1.9 or 1.8, so it was still very soft. The springs were 2 dots front and 1 dot rear. Yeah, and the tires, which are now quite worn out but were still fast, are Whole Shot 2.0, which are really very good tires. And this is the main setup. I didn't use the sway bars. Many drivers didn't use them because it just drove better. And so I had a very nice race day. That's it for this video. And now I will continue to prepare this car for the next race, which will be the NRW Offroad series at the Nürburgring, a carpet track with high grip and no bumps. So at the moment I changed the setup completely to a very stiff setup, that it will work also there quite well. So stay tuned, thanks for watching and see you, bye bye.